Hello and welcome to today's edition of Top Rated Recruiter Spotlight. My name is Adam Conrad, founder and CXO of Great Recruiters, and I am joined here today with the awesome Christen Moore of Find Great People. Christen, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks for having
Awesome.
me on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And before we get going, I just want to share a little bit about uh, the fact that people absolutely love working with you. 226 reviews, 4.85-star rating, 95% highly recommended. And when I read these reviews, it is no doubt the word great is used a lot when people are explaining you. Great and professional, great follow through. I just see, very sweet and knowledgeable, followed up, all these very good traits. So it's no doubt to me why you have such high ratings. But do us a favor, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this awesome industry.
Yeah, so I kind of like to say recruiting found me because it wasn't even really an industry I knew about prior to starting in it, and graduated college and knew I wanted to do something in a business setting, helping people. Didn't really want to go the marketing route and got connected to this company through someone I know and started in a recruiting coordinator seat. And then quickly kind of got bumped into the recruiting whole scene just with how the market and our company was doing at the time. And haven't looked back, have loved it ever since.
Yeah, it's one of those industries you'll find out very quickly if it's for you or not, right?
Yes, I think that's true. Yeah,
It is.
it's not for everyone. I tell people what I do, and they're like, "I would not want to do that," but I love it. So,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's funny.
yeah.
I always say, I fell into it and then I fell in love with it, and here I
Oh,
am. So,
yeah. No, that's awesome.
so
Yeah.
talk to us a little bit about Find Great People, and more specifically, talk about also the types of folks that you help find amazing careers for.
Yeah. So, Find Great People, we're based in South Carolina. Our headquarter office is here in Greenville. And then we also have a Columbia and Charleston office. And we specialize in professional staffing recruiting. So, I primarily do like admin, office support roles in that sphere. And then we also have like accounting, IT, and executive search as well.
Okay. And are you recruiting legally? Are you recruiting legally? I hope
Yes.
so. Always recruit legally. A public service announcement. But are you recruiting locally, or are you involved in nationwide searches?
Yeah, good question. So primarily locally, but then also am always working on nationwide searches as well, especially
Sure.
with certain clients that have
Yep.
offices kind of all over.
Yep. I'm with you. That's how we were. We focus
Okay.
primarily in our region, and then
Yeah.
obviously you do great work. The client's like, "Hey, can you help us out in Saskatchewan?" And you're like, "Well, of course we can." So
Exactly. Yeah.
good. So and so you've been recruiting for how long now? Remind me.
So started, yeah, in 21. So
Okay.
2021. So almost coming up on 4 years. Time is flying.
Congratulations.
It's crazy.
Well,
Thank
you're
you.
in. If you lasted that long, you're in for
I
the
guess
long
so.
haul. We're
I guess
excited
so.
about that. So
Yeah.
talk to me a little bit. How is using Great Recruiters? How has that kind of helped you in your career or approach to recruiting?
Yeah, so I've really liked using Great Recruiters. I think we started using it maybe a year or two ago as a company, and I got to be kind of one of the first to try it out. And it was automatically my feedback was like, oh, I love this. This is going to be really great for all of us. I think, first of all, it's provided just some good accountability for myself as a recruiter to remember like these people that we're talking to, they're, real people that are, I need to treat them like I want to be treated if I was in, the job search. And it's also served as, I think, encouragement for me of knowing I'm making a difference in other people, hopefully. And then I think hopefully it's been, really helpful for people that are maybe unsure of using a recruiting firm and they now are have something else to go off of other than just our website or LinkedIn, and they're seeing real time, real people that have worked with us. So I've really liked it.
That's great. And with all those reviews, I mean, are you are you sharing that? Are you at the point now where you're outbound and you're sharing that with people that you're engaging with so they can have an idea of who you are and kind of lower some of those trust barriers?
Yeah, so I keep it in my email signature and
Yeah,
always put it on there. So hopefully people are clicking from there.
right.
And then we also are like automatically sending it out to people that we're setting up interviews for
Yep.
and especially, placing in jobs too.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And what do you think the key to your success has been? I mean, you've been doing this 4 years. You obviously have very solid reviews and ratings. What do you attribute to that success?
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and I think it has to be skill combined with just like a tenacity and good work ethic. I think are both really important because you can, be a good recruiter all day long, but if you don't work hard, it's not going to go super far.
Mm,
And yeah, I talked to someone recently that was talking about how important those two things are to be successful in really any job. So I've tried
yeah,
to apply that to how I work.
that's good. And congrats again on being named top rated. What did that
Thank
what
you.
did that mean to you when you found out?
Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy to hear that. I think it was just a good boost, of encouragement as a recruiter to keep on going. And then, again, knowing that other people are now able to go see those reviews and just have that added trust when working with me is huge.
It's huge. Yeah. What do you think it means to your candidates? They get excited about that stuff?
I think so. Yeah. I've had different candidates that have been like, oh, I've come across your great recruiters page because I think when you even Google my name, it comes up now.
Yeah.
And so that's been kind of cool to hear. And then other candidates that are excited to leave a review, let me know. So I think it's been cool on their side too.
No, that's great. And I tell you, when it is cool when they Google your name, right? Because that's human nature. I don't know who you are. I'm going to
Right.
Google who you are. I'm going to see what
Yeah.
comes up. And you see this page, and it's like, oh, reviews and ratings. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like with the trust issues that candidates have of recruiters. It's just a simple way to differentiate you from everyone else, and at least
Yeah.
give them a really good reason to give you a call back.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think
Oh, that's
so.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. So what advice would you give your newbie self if you could go back in time when you first started recruiting? What have you learned that you wish you would have known when you first started?
Yeah, that's good. I definitely would want to remind myself that, each candidate has a story and, has struggles and pressures either in their job search or from their workplace that they might not be happy at. And remembering first and foremost, like the candidates and the clients are who we're here to help and not just, filling my quota of numbers. And so that's something I try to remind myself of, but I would love to just from the beginning really tell myself that is what's important and that's what really matters ultimately.
You you plant those seeds, you build those relationships. Your job as a recruiter starts to get easier. It's never easy, but it definitely is nice to know that you have a network of people that enjoy working with you. That when you reach out, they can help
For
you, right?
sure.
And that
Yes.
only happens when you start establishing and taking care, like you said, putting their agenda ahead of your own.
Yeah.
So that's really good advice to share. Any final closing thoughts that you'd like to share?
Man, trying to think. I mean, again, just thankful for great recruiters being a, helpful platform for recruiters because I didn't know anything like that was out there. And
Yeah,
so I think it's just been so beneficial. Like I said, I think on the flip side, it really can be good accountability for recruiters
yeah,
to just make sure we're on our A game with communication with our clients and, treating them the best way we can through the process.
that's awesome. Well, congratulations again on being named top rated.
Thank you.
It's you have hundreds of reviews, and many of your reviews, as I mentioned, uh, say the same thing about you being awesome, about you being great, about you being responsive, listening. So keep doing the good work out there. And I wish you all the best here in 2025. But really appreciate you joining me here today.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate you having me on.
My pleasure. All right, everyone, go out there and be great. Take care.